Welcome to Chisholm Trail 61. Today we're going to be doing us a cookie recipe. I'm all out of cookies and I'm wanting a cookie. So I'm going to do a cheesecake stuffed chocolate chip cookie. I'm going to show you how I do that coming up right now. Okay, first thing we're going to need for our cheesecake stuffed chocolate chip cookies is in the bowl. I have 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. In the little cup here, I got 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and not the baking powder, but the baking soda. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to sprinkle that in there. Set that over out of the way. And I'm going to just whisk that together, get it mixed up good. Want the baking soda, salt, and all-purpose flour all mixed up good. And then we're just going to set that out of the way. In our mixer here, what we have here is 3/4 cup of butter that's softened. I may have to get. We got 3/4 cup of brown sugar. That's packed. That's packed brown sugar. And I have a 1/2 cup of just regular granulated white sugar. Now, what we want to do, we want to just cream these together some. Yeah, we get them mixed up good and they sort of get creamy. We're going to start off a little slow there so we don't make a mess everywhere. You'll see it start to come together in a minute. Now you can use just a regular hand mixer for this if you would like. I'm just using my stand mixer for this part, but you can use the regular hand mixer for it if you need to. You know, if you don't have a stand mixer or you don't want to use your stand mixer just for this little bit that we're going to be using it here. Hand mixer will work just fine. I only want to rake the sides down one time there. Just want to be sure that I get it all mixed up, because if you use a stand mixer, you know sometimes some sort of lay on the side and on the bottom of it. And we get that creamed up good. And I'm just going to turn it down on low here. I have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I have 1 egg. That's 1 large egg. It's at room temperature. I'm just going to mix that in good. Get that mixed together. I want to just wipe down the sides of my bowl again, just to make sure that we get it all mixed in there good. You can see how it's getting runny there. But that's what we want right now. This is a real simple, easy recipe. Comes together really quick. So good for that summertime snack for your kids. If you know the kids will be home from school for the summer here in another few days. School just about over this year. And it's a quick, easy snack that you can fix for your kids during the day. Keep them happy. Also get them pumped up on sugar and then they'll be rowdy, but that's another story. We're just going to mix it up a little bit more though. Just want to make sure we got everything mixed up good. All right, now that we got that mixed up good, we're gonna bring our flour mixture back over here. We're gonna add just a little bit of it in at first. Probably about a third of it, maybe. Start off on slow because we don't want to sling it everywhere. That gets mixed in some. We're gonna add about another third of it. Don't want to create too big a cloud of flour there. Get that mixed in pretty good. And we'll go in with the rest of it. Let it mix there for just a second. We're going to scrape our bowl down one more time. See how that sort of thickened all that up there. I'll let it mix just for a minute more here and there. Just to be sure we got it all well combined. Get all this off my paddle here. Boy, these are gonna be so good. I done run out of cookies here at the house, and if you watch my channel or you know me, you know that I like my cookies. Cookies is something I eat every day. If I eat breakfast, I have a couple of cookies after. If I eat lunch, I have a couple of cookies after. If I eat supper, or when I eat supper, I have 5 or 6 cookies after. Sometimes I may grab 1 or 2 as I pass through the kitchen during the daytime. I'm going to take my paddle attachment off of there now. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to set this over here, right here. We got 1.5 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips here. Now I'm using the Nestle brand. You can use any brand you want to. Whatever you like, you can use. I'm just going to fold these in now. But we don't want to use our mixer on them really, because we don't want to break them up. We want them to stay whole if we can. Ain't nobody wants a chocolate chip cookie that's full of nothing but busted up little bitty tiny pieces of chocolate chips, right? We're gonna mix that up. We're gonna scrape her down good. Be sure we got everything incorporated there. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to take this mixture and we're going to set it in the refrigerator. We're going to put a cover on our bowl and we're going to set it in the refrigerator probably for Well, we'll probably just leave it in there an hour or two and get it out so we can make up some cookies. But it really works best if you leave them sitting overnight in there. Like I'll probably just pull out enough to make one little batch today, and then leave them sitting overnight, and then tomorrow I'll come back and make the rest of them. But you want to let your cookie dough get good and cold, because we're going to, in order to stuff them, we're going to need to be able to roll them. And as you can see, that they're way too sticky to roll. We never be able to get that rolled out. So we're going to set this in the refrigerator. We're going to put a cover over it. We're going to set it in the refrigerator, and then in about an hour or so, we'll be back, which will seem like just a few seconds to y'all, but it'll actually be about an hour or two. We'll come back and we'll go on to the next step. Okay, it's been a couple hours there since we put our cookie dough in the refrigerator, so hopefully it's going to be cold enough that we can do what we need to with it. But first thing we got to do is make up our filling, our cheesecake filling for it. So what I have here, I have 4 ounces of cream cheese that's been sitting out and softened. Here I have a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. I'm just going to put in there with it. And I have a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Going to pour in there. I just got my hand mixer here. I'm just going to mix it up. Try to do it real easy and not splatter sugar everywhere. We just want to cream it up, what we want to do. Sort of stir down my, knock down my side there. Get all my sugar and stuff in the bowl. It's something you want to do anytime you're mixing something, is scrape down your sides, because they will, that stuff will get up on the sides, and then you won't get all your stuff mixed in together good. So I always want to try to scrape down your sides at least once when you're doing something like this. And you can see I'm just creaming it up. Hopefully you can see that anyway. Just getting it creamy, all mixed together. I'm just going to set that out of the way. I'm going to take them out and set that over to the side there. Set that down there. Let me get my cookie dough out of the refrigerator here. Like I said, hopefully it'll be cold enough that we can do what we need to do with it. Get my cookie sheet here. Now I got a cookie sheet here that's lined with parchment paper. I got parchment paper on. I'm just going to pour that back because I'm not going to do all of this tonight. I'm going to take some cooking spray, and I'm just going to spray my hands a little bit there. Rub them together. It's just to keep that cookie dough from sticking to my hands. What I want to do, I'm going to take probably about a good heaping tablespoon. And I'm just going to roll it, and I'm going to flatten it out into a cookie, just like we was going to make just a regular cookie. And I'm going to put me just a little indentation in it. And I'm going to get me a spoon, and I'm just going to put me just a little bit of cream cheese right there in our cream cheese mixture, right in the middle of it there, just about like so. And I'm going to lay that one down, and I'm going to get me another good tablespoonful or so out of our thing. And I'm going to roll it, and I'm going to flatten it out just like I did that one. And then I'm just going to take, if y'all can see, I'm just going to lay that one right over the top of my cream cheese there. Lay it right over the top of my cream cheese, and I'm just going to sort of crimp them together before I do anything else. Just sort of mash it down, and then I'm gonna pick it up. It ain't gonna matter if it mess up. I just want to be sure that I got it crimped good. Now I'm just gonna put it back in my hand, roll it back into a ball, and this is gonna be a pretty good sized ball. And I'm just gonna lay it down back on my parchment paper just like so. And I'll do one more here on camera for y'all. Get you a pretty good little, about a tablespoon and a half of cookie dough is what you want there. Roll it into a ball and just flatten it out. Now I may not make this one as quite as big because I don't think I got quite as much cookie dough on this one. But just lay it down. Sort of round it up a little bit. It don't have to be perfect, you know, because we're going to, like I said, we're going to roll it back up into a ball. You know, I like to just take and press the middle there a little bit, and then put me a little bit of my cream cheese mixture on there. Probably, I don't know, maybe a half teaspoonful, if that. And then get me another one. And you want your one you put on top, you want a little bit extra on the one on top. If you make it work like that. And just flatten it out. You want to flatten your top one out maybe just a little bit bigger than your bottom one laying there though. That way you can, I broke that one, didn't I? I'm going to get a little bit more, start over it. My dough ain't real good cold yet, but I wanted to show y'all how to do this and finish this video tonight. Just flatten it out there around. We got our oven preheat 350 degrees over there. We're going to just lay it right down over the top of it. And then you sort of crimp the sides around before you ever move it. Because if you try to pick it up without pushing the sides together, then your filling's going to roll out everywhere. Like I said, that dough was starting to get soft on me real quick because I hadn't got it. Just roll it into a ball, flatten it down just a little bit, and then lay it down on there. And that's how you do them. Now I'm going to go on and do the rest of them off camera, and we're going to bake them about 15 minutes in 350 degree oven. And whenever we get them done, we'll bring you back. Now you can see I got 6 of them done there. That's all I'm putting on that cookie sheet because I want to give them room to spread out. What I like to do after I get that done, I like to take and just press me, I don't know, 3 or 4 extra chocolate chips on top of each one of them. And that just makes them even more chocolatey. You know, gives you more of that chocolate chip flavor while you're, when you go to eat them. It makes a difference, believe me. You got them up on top there, you know, and you get all that full flavor out of them. I'll drop some around on each one of them like that. But like I said, we're going to go in the oven now, 350 degrees for about 15 minutes. And they're going to spread out here on this sheet. They're not going to be this thick when we take them out. But they'll be, you know, spread out as they cook. So you want to leave plenty of room in around them and in between them and stuff as you go along. Putting them on your plate, on your cookie sheet, I mean. But about 15 to 18 minutes, I'll say 15 minutes in the 350 degree oven, and we'll bring you back and show you the finished product. Okay, we got our cheesecake stuffed chocolate chip cookies out of the oven there, and you can see what it sort of look like. I told you they was going to be big cookies. I'm going to try to pick one of them up here. They still warm, so they're really not completely cooled yet. I want to get one open and give a taste here to it. I'm going to lay that back down. We're going to do us a little taste test here. You can see a little bit of the white oozing around there in it there. Some of them you can see it better. This one here is one of the more done ones, and it cooled a little bit quicker. But you can see how the chocolate chips, I did chocolate chips. That's what I tell you about laying chocolate chips on top of them. Man, it makes them good. Anyway, we're going to do us a taste test. Man, I'm going to tell you, I was wanting a cookie, and that fills the spot right there. Hey, if you would, give our video a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all of you do. We appreciate all of you take time out of your day to watch our videos. Cheesecake stuffed chocolate chip cookies. We'll see you on the next one.